Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from December 23rd through the 25th, 2022. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle here for Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see what we've got going on. We have courage and we have creative endeavor. You might be making up your own traditions this weekend. You might be doing something a little different because it takes courage to do things differently. But Geminis usually are like smooth sailing and different, right? When something is different. I actually enjoy Gemini's company so much. They're so spontaneous. And so, but this may be something that you just impromptu, like it's spontaneous, but you didn't plan it. Anything. You're like, two-stepping through it. Like, I don't know. I don't know which one, which foot, which way. Courage, we have four pentacles and 5 of cups. So you may have to have the courage to hold on to something though, like jacked up. A creative endeavor, and it may be that you have to go alone in something. Some Geminis may be going through something where someone disappointed the crap out of you, like fully disappointed you, and you need to hold on to it. You may be someone who used to be like, oh well, yeah, I get it, you jacked up, you messed up, but it's cool, we're still family, we're still friends, right? But this is like you haven't have the courage to give someone the cold shoulder. Excuse me. It looks like you have to have the courage to give someone a cold shoulder. The fool here is like you have to take a risk. This is something that you may not usually do, but you already know what they're about. Fool energy is very interesting. They call this the fool, but the fool is like this. I already know what's in that village. I've lived there all my life. Yeah, I'm maybe 18, 19, 20, but I already know back there, all I'm gonna be is a horseshoe, maker. All I'm gonna be is a carpenter or a cobbler, and I know that there's something else out here. It has to be better than what I'm leaving behind. I know it has to be because none of this stuff in the past resonates with me, right? So this person stakes out. They take off immediately. This is someone who's like they're so excited to leave their old life behind that they don't even put on shoes. Yeah. And they're just like, whatever is in front of me's got to be better. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I have to swim the ocean, I'm going. So this would look like you have to have the courage to freeze people out and start over. You have to hold on to that pain that they gave you, that they caused, rather. You have to hold on to it and remember that they victimized you, which is very difficult. I feel like that you do need courage to do this, right? Remember who they were and what they did. Usually I don't say this, but the cards are telling you to do so, right? This is like hold on to the pain that was caused. You were victimized, right? And you have to start over, and you may have to do this alone. There's too many lone cards. I'm alone. Creative endeavor, hermit, and 9 of Pentacles. This is like you're going to have to start something all on your own, right? And freeze people out. You're going to have to ignore people. They're going to have to come begging because whatever was done, Spirit wants you to not give them another chance because whatever they did was so disappointing and so sad that it wounds a person, whatever was done. This is something that causes PTSD in others. And so they're telling you, don't give them another chance, right? And you may be inclined to do so because of how loving you are. A lot of times air signs don't get that recognition for the love that they carry inside. So much so that they're willing to overlook things that others do. I watch all air signs. They get made fun of. They get betrayed, they get lied to, and they'll still be like, well, it's okay. I accept you and I accept your situation. And they'll still open up, especially lovers, right? And they're because they're so understanding, right? They understand. They see things from a mental like a standpoint, and but they say that you're all mental, but the heart, to me, is so huge in them, and so they try to make sense of it and go, it's okay, I forgive it, it's cool. But they're telling you, don't, not this time, not this time. Take a leap of faith on that. They want you to leave something behind. The Hermit is about don't forget. Go deep and look at all the things that you had to do alone. You may have had to foot the bill alone. You may have had to whatever. They're saying that you're like abundant by yourself. Like you could take care of yourself. You're good. So they want you to hold on to it, and starve a person out. Not like literally starving them out, but no energy or effort given to a person, place, or thing. All right, taking steps. We have Four of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. And they want you to take steps to think about what you really want, because you have been taking steps is all about being strategic and cautious, and the next and thinking, contemplating very strategically, right? About what are your next steps. What are your next, like each step you're trying to get to a goal. So don't go willy-nilly out here, right? Think about what you really want, because you don't want to keep going in a direction where you're being unfulfilled. This is almost like you were unfulfilled in a situation, and to the point where whoever this person was, or whatever this place was, or whatever was going on, maybe they weren't paying you well. So they were leaving you depleted. They were overworking you and underpaying you. And that's even work or relationships in general, romantic and platonic. It just seems like Spirit wants you to not forget this. Okay, take steps to be stingy with your energy, unless it is synonymous with my wishes. Is this part of what I would wish for myself? If not, you're stingy right now. You're holding off. No energy given. Teacher is the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. And that is very interesting to me, because that definitely says that you may have been sold dreams by a person. And if you were in a relationship, or if you have Two of Cups here, King of Cups, someone that you may have loved very deeply, or they loved you, but there was too much going on. Maybe this person had options in love. And perhaps they were holding back, and you didn't even know that they cared about you as much as they did. But it doesn't matter, because the Spirit wants you to remember how bad you felt when you were dealing with a person, and remember the lessons that they taught you. And the lesson is, the proof is in the pudding, right? You don't have to do so much for love at all. That's also the message, is that when you have so many, you don't know, and you're assuming what they feel, how they're acting, what's going on. The fact that you're in that space, Spirit's like, don't make any decisions. It's time to be observant and watch and see what falls away, because people can only hold up a mask but for so long. So this is Spirit telling you that, right? What did you learn from this experience, right? That it doesn't matter. Does it matter that someone loves you if they never ever, if you don't feel it? You know what I mean? Love languages are real, and a lot of people bring that up, like, oh, I have love language, and and it is true. We have ways that we can feel and perceive love. Each of us do. We feel loved in different ways. And if someone is in your space, or was, that says, they're like, I love Gemini so much, but you don't feel it. You don't see it. But this person is confusing. So if it's, you know what I mean? It's like, if they did, you would feel it, and they would show it, right? And when you love someone, that's something that you show. And this looks like this has taught you a valuable lesson here, right? Don't rely on your imagination. Don't act off of assumptions with a person ever, because you end up disappointed. Now they're wanting you to focus more on like the field of dreams, right? If you build it, they will come. They want you to focus more on what you want for yourself. And if you don't see anything matching up to that, walk away from it. Okay? Or hold off, because it's like you could do bad all by yourself, is what this is saying, right? So they want you to hold on to it. Don't hold a grudge, but don't forget is the message, right? So you have Aries, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. You could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp in this energy. All right, you don't have to be dealing with these signs. They could be in your chart, but that's what we've got. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.